welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 35. Looking pretty good, got a good base down. Our dinosaurs and our rockets and our ship under there. I think it's really coming together, it's starting to look like something now. But actually, I get to set that one aside a good bit tonight, because I think it'll make an appearance at the end, hopefully, fingers crossed. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. I upload daily, so it usually doesn't take long for me to get a build completed, but this one seems to be a bit longer. But, it's just having fun, enjoying ourselves, building silly little models. If you see any kits you'd like to see me take a shot at, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to the list. And like I've said before and I'll say again, y'all seem to have pretty good taste, so I'm not going to object to most of them. But anyway, let's get going here. So we start off making a sofa. This guy, one of the holes goes on the bottom side. The plain part to the outside. And on this side, same thing over here. Get decorative part to the interior. Now, bottom, actually, just noticed that. Let me, oh, that's not the one I want. These guys, these tabs with the red, so they'll blend a little bit better into the top of the couch. Now I'll pop you in here, hopefully. Yeah, it's like not a perfect blend, but it sort of eases in. Now, get me a base, because I think I'm going to need, actually, gonna wait a minute. The next step is to put the sides on like this, so it's, got the red all the way around. Oh, I guess front and back rather, either side. But I'm going to wait a moment. I'm going to do the interior, the cushions first, then go back and do the sides, so I can sort of, because I think these will work with gravity. Grab my LB 7000. Let's do, should be pretty solid, so I'm just going to do reusable bead straight across. And pop these guys into the back. Alright. Stand it up for the moment. And those are supposed to go on the corners. I don't know why they want to put square things with at a 45 degree angle, but I'm going to try and do a little bevel on a flat one on this back corner, see if I get a little bit of, okay, I got a little there. If I do that, give me, oh, yeah, I think that's going to give me enough flatness to work there. So let me just press it right on that beveled edge, sort of dribble. And same thing on this one. Might have got a little too aggressive with that one, but I think it'll be all right. Edge. That should stay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's now. Looks like these are actually going to be easier to hit with it laying down on its back, because the inside ones are taller, so it gives them some of the pegs to mount with. But I think I can line it up better like this than I can standing up. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to go a nice little X here. Try to push up the top there. Okay. Seemed to work okay, so another X. I guess that's sort of a backwards T. Okay, about that. Alright, so now, you slid over, so let's put you back a little more, and then just to the side when I fix that one. I don't think my board's flat. I don't think it'd be flat enough. Other side. Seems okay. Alright. I think I'm just going to set that on the side and move on to our next one, which is, I think, going to be our big piece for tonight. It's a pretty... oh, I got to make a book too. Now. I need my piece of cardboard here. We got to make a folding book again. So, straight edge in my... I think I'm going to make it... I'll work on these three. So I'm just going to try. Let me get my scoring done on it. This makes me really miss the ones that do it for you. Okay. Blinked and lost my place. I got some glue. Felt a lump back there. Now, I think I'm going to end up making another one of these tonight, but hopefully that'll get us through the first one. Didn't get too aggressive and it stays together for me. Yeah. Move these guys back and forth. Along the outside. These never look quite as good as I want them to. Line up the cover corners, I think. Okay, I got our. I missed this side, so maybe this other side any better? Yeah, slightly. I'll have this side be the upside, but that's going to go on the couch, so I'll just set it on there. I'll install it later. Now, ready to move on to the big piece of furniture today. Another bookcase. Let's see, fairly complicated one it looks like. I don't think it's going to be too bad getting this part together, but I will have to make some more books before it's all said and done. Everything in frame. But let's see here. So we start with this one. Down to these. Got the notches on the bottom, the tabs on the bottom, and here with the veneer to the outside. Should be another. Yep, there you go. And both facing that way. C10 and okay, I was thinking C10s. Should be where these are offset on the tabs. C10s are the ones that are even. Yeah, so the bigger ones. Should be 4 of each. Yeah. Okay. So C10s. Okay, the one with the little design pattern goes on this end. And the plain one goes on this end. There. Okay, go on the outside. Yeah, the outside, so it does go this way. Oh, guess I better put the shells in. Okay, that's it. Alright. One in the middle. And that was step 37. The whole sofa was 36, by the way. Now on to 38 here, so we spin you, and this guy goes down into the center, looks like. Yeah. These guys go in. Yeah, with some veneer facing this way. Now, let's see which ones are which. They actually got diagrams here for us. So C12. C11 of these are stepping up. to the, yeah, outside. Okay, so C11. No, wait a second. Yeah, that's right. These are C11 goes in here. I thought. Maybe. No, upside down. Yeah, got the. Okay, get the short piece, short side into the corner there. Okay. Yeah. So that should work. Okay. Still not, no. Upside down again. Sit there and figured it out and did it wrong. Okay. I can get it right this time. Okay, so short side. Short side up. Alright. Now, 20. Onto those guys. And I think that's the end of 38 officially. We got a internal decoration, so I get to do a bit of peel if I get to the right side. Yeah, there it goes. A little bitty baby peel. Okay. And now, stickers. One. I got these right through the middle. The ones that go there. Guess. Display. Pretty straight for me, anyway. You go down into those slots in the interior. Alright. And the top goes on. Much better from this side, obviously. Now, these guys go into these, but gang them together to make a double thick plug. And I'm gonna risk not having glue in it. It's not, doesn't feel super secure, but I think it should withstand any jiggling around that this one's gonna do. Say that, and that one felt really loose. Okay. Yeah, for now I'm gonna stick with it. Okay. Now we get to make. I thought I'd made all the books, but they keep dragging me back in. I don't think I need all of these, but let's see, I'm needing 4 per 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. So I need 6. So 24 plus 36. So I need 50 of them. Wow. Didn't look like that many till I just counted them. Well, maybe. But those are. Where'd they go? I'm sure they're. Okay, there may be 50 of those. 6, Yep, there's more. There's 50. All right, so I have, and these are going to be totally concealed in these tight little cases, so I didn't bother painting the edges on these. You'll see later on that I have not given up on that, but I'm going to do my standard work this pack stack. I'm just going to count 50 of them out. I'll stop at 50 because that's all I need, but I'm going to do that in quicker speed right now. Okay, I caught the miscalculation in my head before I did it, so it was 52, not 50. I'm gonna put that. Let's see, I'll stick those there, leftovers. Okay, so now we got our 52 fine literary artworks. Works of literary art, maybe. Okay, I got, and they're all. Okay, on these sides, they're just going in straight up threes, supposedly. Just notch them in. Yeah, that's going to be a good fit on those. Better fit for some than others, evidently. Okay, but like always, I want to make sure I don't want to have 3 green ones like that. So let's do some variations in colors, maybe. Find something that isn't green. Okay, so I need 6 stacks like this. They're all green. That one's a red one. I've seen that before. Okay. One more. And brown. Yeah. All right. So, just I think I'm gonna take the OB 7000. Just do lob the back end of each one of those. Maybe a little more on this one. Alright. Yes. Yeah. go straight in to get in. They're actually pretty snug, so that's a good thing. The middle one was pretty snug. The bottom one was snug enough, I think. Let's see, do I have a wide rubber band? I don't. I got a skinny one. Okay. I'm just gonna keep my fingers there and try and do that over here on this one too. Drop that stack. Okay. Should be able to get a third one in. There it goes. These being the unfinished side, I'm surprised they're telling us to put books in here because I would assume you're never going to see that. But we got it done. Okay, now on the front, we're doing a couple of them. Just 4 per slot. And I just realized I just recalculated again. It wasn't 52, it was 42. Math was never my strong point. But I've got some spare books again. So maybe if I have to make any more, I don't have to make 10 of them. Okay. So, according to the picture, these two just go like the ones on the side, go straight in. From the inside out, I think. Get 2 over down, maybe. 2, a little more. Okay. Now, this is where they start mixing things up for us. So, I'll take some of these greenback books. It seems to be the most popular color. This one. There's some glue in the back there. And stack these guys up. One guy there, and supposedly drop you guys straight. They're not going to drop straight in. They're going to go straight in. Get one more on the front. So another grab here and there's just another stack of 4 in a row. And starting on the back end. Okay. I did lose. I guess I'm going to have to glue these things. I'll do that in a minute. Okay. Now, 4 left. So, got a little more. Don't have this bit sticking out in the middle on these, so it might be a little bit easier, hopefully. Okay. Let's see here. Which one? Let's see. That looks pretty interesting to be the one on the front over here. Get some, hopefully a little color variance. Yeah, so in there. This one. Yeah, that'll be my. Let's see if I can. It'll be easier to do one at a time with this. I believe it will. I'm in there. There. I may have put an extra one on there. But I think, yeah, that looks pretty alright to me. That's, like I said, I'm going to go back and do some. Just enough to tack it in place on these, because like I said, I already had them falling out. So. Alright. That's our big piece for the day, I'd say. So, set you aside next to the couch. The couch should be good and dry for me to meddle with now. Yeah, that worked. Okay, I think got pretty good flush edges. We're supposed to leave a book on the central cushion here. So dab there. Hopefully just sort of drop you in right. So, we got that look going. Alright. Now, on to the next bit, which is step 40. Another little display stand. Not really a book. We do get a couple of books on it. A little simpler, much simpler actually. So we got you, notches at the front, veneer to the outside. Oh. And that's not gonna hang. This one any better over here? A little bit. Yeah, I guess get the front on, maybe it'll all bind together. Yeah. So far it's not. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a little more. That's stabilized it some. Okay. Now this guy's supposed to go back here. Once again, get the glue for it. These guys get. Oh, actually, do need 2 more of the books that I made tonight earlier, so I'll get those 2. And look, using the same, same area. So there's only 2 of them, so I'll do these in real time. Maybe I get them to peel. There it goes. Bright and colorful, so let's do it. These guys go here. I'm just gonna stick these guys on in the middle there. So there. Oops. Backwards. Fortunately, we got to put glue up there anyway, so that'll be alright. And stack, maybe. And I'm supposed to get a couple of classic Hogwarts letters. And they're just them on top of each other. Corner of our desk here, so I probably should have done this first. And one with the seal. Knock my statue up. Alright, so that's all for that piece. So now we get to install. Alright. Put you aside, give you a minute or 2. Here. Floor in. And let's do the couch first, because it should be the driest. Here's here. And it will need some glue, because that just popped right in. So. I'll put glue on the outer shoulder here on each foot. Big guy display goes over here. I think it looks like you're going to snap in. Yeah, a little more secure than the couch, sofa, whatever you want to call it. And then our third piece goes right there. snap in. Yeah, that one's secured. Oh yeah, I got it. There. That's pretty cool. All right. And now, got just a touch more to go. So I'm going to keep going because we're almost done with part 1. So I think that's a good place to make it to tonight. Pulled those pieces, so we should be in good shape. Get to make 5 more books, but they're slightly different. Little acrylic flower. Oh, and those 4 don't go with this. They go here, but they don't go with the step. So this is what we're working on right now. We got 3. There's 2 different sizes. 3 bigger ones, 2 littler ones, and we got corresponding book covers for them. So I'll do the big ones first. And the babies. And I am a little dubious about what we're going to do on this one, but I think it'll work. Okay. And peel off our... Feel it there. On the edge. There's. Okay, it's gone. Maybe? Yeah. They gave us 2 of these, and this is already the second one. The first one broke getting it out of the form, so if you do this kit, be careful on this one. Okay, so this does go to the front. And it does lock in pretty good, so that's good. Okay. Now, so I'm assuming we're doing big, small, just to make it look sort of randomish. I definitely want that one to be the top on the bottom of the table. I'm not even sure it'll show, but that's the one that one looks the coolest to me. So, table here. So, there are all the big ones. So, down to you. And just gonna random left, right, back, forth. All the invisible strings everywhere. This goes on end table or something here. towel here, mop some of this excess off. Alright. That top here. Now, to make another one of the next folding book, can I move you without breaking you? Okay. Actually, I'll work on these while I give that a minute to dry before I start working on the extra. Let's go to the next page. See which ones I'm pulling for which ones. Which one's P? What was that? Oh, it's not P, maybe the. What is this? Oh, there. Okay, so got peels to do here. Find the right side. Static and glue. Okay. And I'm just assuming it's these four, so the ones that fit is where it's supposed to go on the plastic. Trying to get somewhat centered, I think. Yeah, close. That one was not. A little better. Still not perfect. I mean, stickers are never going to be perfect. That one curled over on me, so we're going to have a missing corner on it. All right. And then, guys up there. Two. And how do you do this? I just gotta make the next book. Scored it earlier, so hopefully I just kind of go perfect. A little crooked, but that's par for the course on these things. Alright. Opened book goes right here. I think that's all it goes on. Yeah. It's supposed to go sort of behind her little vase. Vase. Okay, so try this way. Up on there. They've got it splayed all the way open. I always think it looks better. Sort of halfway. Sort of personal preference, I think. Let's push that into the glue without destroying the rest of the table. Okay. Alright. That's all the pieces assembled. No, what's it? Nope, still got. It's cardboard. I don't have to make anything on these. So, S9s. No, two of them. Yeah, S9 and one of those. Okay, so looks like sort of a skeleton diagram, or not diagram, but picture. So. Blend the edges. Okay, so you two go with this one. And these three go this. Okay. So back to get our floor back in place. And hit our end table with the battery box. These guys are supposed to be leaning up against the back, or the front, I guess, of this and here. So, is it? Okay, they are supposed to be leaning, not flat up against them, in theory, the way the picture looks. So, so I guess that means. Let's see. This one, I'm just trying to see if I can hit. Nope, ran out of time. Just hit the bottom and the top of each one, maybe. And try and. Yep, got it on. Grabbed it by the wrong side. I can ease you in and prop you up. You're taller than the. Because I got the wrong one. Because I'm on. Okay, because this one goes over there. Okay. Now I'm back on the wrong side again. Okay, so you go. Sort of. Yeah, the glue's sticky enough to hold it in place there. Okay, so. That seems like it's going to work, so I'll just, like I say, just a little bit there. Okay. Next to it there. They got them all overlapping. Like a butterfly picture. Sort of in the middle on top of each one of them, but I think I'm going to try and keep them apart and see all the details in all the pictures, I hope. Or if you had a microscope or something. not a microscope, magnifying glass. Probably more appropriate for that. That's that one. Okay, now I think I'll get it over a little bit more here. There we go. Now, these guys, let's say these two go on the front, and this one goes on the side, evidently. I guess I'll go with the same top-bottom technique. I thought that looked pretty good. And the last one. Figure out. I think the darker end is down. I guess looks like some kind of anatomy drawings. I'm not positive on that though. Even with specs on, that's a bit much for me to see. And from the side, we're going in under our letters. Alright. And that completes part 1 of our build. Start up on, looks like this wall next time, so we'll actually get to put some of that ladder against something. That's starting up tomorrow. Look at all the books. But not too bad. Sorta. I keep saying I think it's going to pick up steam, but oh, I didn't put my table in. Table goes next to our couch here. Got ahead of myself. Probably sticky enough for me to. I can't get go of it now. Okay, so I say going right here. Oriented like that. Not like that. So you there, I think I can. Make sure I got this cleaned off. Just, lower it down into the glue, not just slide it into it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty close here. More there. Okay, that suits me. Now we're done with step 1. Or part 1, rather. Looking pretty snazzy. We got like our floor done, so alright. That's more than enough for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.